I take it one step further, and I'm like, what if I put it on an audio format and put it in my headphones and practice it rather than just watch the video? It's another way to get myself to learn. So if I'm learning in different ways, it's just going to make me stronger, and I'll be more confident in anything I do. And you can adopt that to any walk of life.
Was there a moment when this song felt like a warning or a statement?
I would say with this song being on Free Spirit, also another one of the, free of structure, free of, writing it down. The moment that I came up with that chorus and I started gliding in and out of the flows, it felt like, oh, I have, with that one first line, couldn't imagine, and then these niggas trying to fuck with me, and then just going back to the couldn't imagine, like every time it's like, oh, like it's almost like somebody else came up to me and was like, yeah, you think such and such can actually challenge you? And I'm like, I couldn't imagine that they're doing all the same things that I am, and let them almost. It's almost, it's a warning. How about that?
What makes you question a new friendship?
I think the standards for friendship change over the years. You can make friends easy when you're in a high school, in a college. What about when you are, into your work life, or you move, or you run into people in non-structured things like, a school, a college? Like, how do you become friends with people? What are the standards that you hold to accept that friendship? Do you want to, kick it with somebody that doesn't take care of their children? Do you want to accept somebody that would let you get beat up? Do you want to kick it with somebody that you feel like doesn't have your back? Like, these are all kind of questions that I ask, hypothetically, to be like, all right, man, we sure they all right? Like, are you sure this person that we're going to bring into this circle has the best intentions? And as you go on, I think further in life, those standards need to become clearer, because those institutions that bring you together as you're younger, they don't exist as you go further along. So you don't necessarily know if you're going to see this person all the time. You don't know directly where they come from. So you have to use the clues. You have to feel them out. You have to, find out what your standards are.
Into You. What inspired the playful club ready vibe of this track?
Yeah, so Into You was, I had been hearing a lot of 80s samples get used, and I love the 80s music, and I heard this Madonna song called I believe Into the Groove. Huge song, everybody knows it, right? But I'm like, what if I sampled this and I started pitching the song down and all this, and then I just chopped it all up and made it, and I was like, this song sounds like the summer, and it sounds like the best party that you ever been to. And I kind of tried to respond a little bit to the lyrics on it, the parts that I sampled, and I just wanted to make a fun club ready song that could feasibly lead an album, that I could see a visual for. And I wanted to make it I kind of felt like, all right, if I was Tupac, this would be the how do you want it of the album, kind of yes, there's a club vibe to it, but I'm also talking that talk on there. So that's kind of my feel on the song.
How do you balance fun and lyricism on a song like this?
I think I balance fun and lyricism on a song like Into You by remembering the concept of the album. It's like being free spirited, and if you're free spirited, typically you're having fun. So the less I think about it, I'm trying to obviously not sound like I don't know what I'm doing, but I want to just bring the energy to the song and just ride the beat. And I think actually trying to write this song out would have been more difficult than trying to punch in a couple lines, pause, put more in, pause, put more in, pause, which was a lot of the writing template for this song. If I thought about it too much, I would mess it up. But by not thinking about it, I think I ended up in a place where I was proud of the song and was eager to share it with the public.
What do you hope people feel when dancing to it?
I hope that they feel the nostalgia of the Madonna song and then be like, someone made this a rap song? What? Like, and kind of in disbelief, like I didn't think this would be this. And then when they hear it, it's like, I want people to be like, whoa, you can really turn anything into, a good rap song.
Okay, so they see. Why is it important to talk about performative behavior?
It's important to talk about performative behavior because in our lives now, algorithms run everything. People are constantly commanding attention or trying to command attention or trying to do things to command attention. Things that they don't believe, things that they don't feel, things that will constantly appeal to other people that get them acting irregular. And like, oh, and so on this song is basically saying you're doing it so these hoes can see. And hoes is a general term. Like, I'm not.
Oh, you're doing it for, the women to see you. No, the hoes represent like anybody on the timeline just to run your likes up. Like you're doing this, whatever this behavior is, inauthentically. You should probably be yourself. Try that.
How does this track encourage people to just be themselves? That was kind of what you just answered.
This track encourages people to be themselves because I'm not taking it easy on them. This is tough love. This is like, hey, I don't want to be one of those corny people that Rich Latta is rapping about. So, in an effort to not be corny, I will remain, within my own limits, so to say. If they are running scams, if they are trying to con people out of money, if they are yeah.
Did this song come from personal experience or observation?
So this came from observation, just from seeing how people do things, for likes, do things for the approval of others rather than, the approval for themselves and what they're comfortable living with. This is, people scamming, like, and the general message of like, you're doing it so the hoes can see. Hoes is gender neutral here. Hoes is almost irrelevant. It was just the word I chose. It could have been people. It could have been, you're doing it so the gram can see it. You're doing it so Twitter can see it. It's a substitute there.
How did reflecting on misguidance influence your writing?
I think reflecting on misguidance showed me that it's okay that I either believed in things at the time that would lead me, a certain direction, because all this is a learning experience and we're all learning together every day. No one is exempt from taking bad advice. No one is exempt from taking good advice either. So when I think about it, it's like, okay, even, if I took bad advice in the past and I followed it to a T, right? I know what that result got me. And I should be able to use that to put into whatever I'm aspiring towards now. It's almost like, yeah, I learned a way to not do a kick. Well, don't do that. We can eliminate that one.